In this month's Tech Dive, we'll look at 8-point tie downs and why more and more manufacturers are requiring an 8-point tie down to secure their vehicles.
This information is meant to promote industry best practices by towing and roadside industry professionals. This information is not intended to serve as a substitute for a company's own training, experience, or judgment. It is a viewer's job to evaluate the accuracy of any information found here.
When utilizing an 8-point tie down, there's many factors you need to pay attention to, such as how to use it properly, what is it designed for, the angle factors that are involved, why manufacturers recommend the 8-point tie down, and be aware of the potential for sensor damage or vehicle damage. So how the system works. So an 8-point tie down system has 8 points of contact on the bed. The way that this system attaches is it goes on the back side to the top of the wheel, makes a loop, comes back around, and the center bone is put either center line of the axle 2 inches above or 2 inches below, and has 8 points of contact with the bed. What you cannot do is use this system independently. You can't use just one strap over one wheel, or two over two back wheels, or one on the opposite side of each other. It's designed to have 4 attachments to the vehicle and 8 attachments to the bed, thereby distributing the weight evenly on the vehicle and putting downward pressure on the tires. Holds the vehicle in place, resists forward and backward movement and lateral movement side to side. Be thinking about safety. The angles in which you utilize these straps should be even on both sides. A lot of times it's hard depending upon the vehicle length and where your keyway slot is in your bed, but you need to focus on those angle factors, because sometimes I see these things going down the road and one strap is straight up and down and the other one is out at about a 70-degree angle. If you're having to brake quickly, or the vehicle gets a shock load somehow on it, it's going to just roll right over top of that strap. OEM manufacturers are requiring this system because of the way that it puts the downward pressure on the tires. When you're never touching those suspension components and you're never touching that vehicle, it mitigates the exposure to potential damages. One thing you need to be cognizant of is the sensors on the backside of the tire. Be sure to reach around and physically feel and make sure that those sensor wires, or that sensor, is not going to be snagged by the 8-point tie down. When sliding the strap over the wheel, slide it down with your hands. Don't make a basket and loop it. And when taking it off, slide it back up the side of the tire. That way you will prevent catching something as you're trying to pull it out, and then potentially pull a sensor wire off, or disrupt an electrical line or something like that. So be careful when putting it on and removing it. Don't just loop it on there. The most important thing is to utilize the method that best protects the vehicle and properly secures it. So utilizing an 8-point tie down, which is manufacturer recommended, solves both problems at the same time, properly secures the vehicle, and is the least intrusive to that vehicle.